I imagine this is maybe a wee bit of a kind of low point in terms of the post-match reflections. How did you see the 90 minutes?
It's a low point to an extent, but you've got to be honest and you've got to assess the game, and it's very difficult so early, but I thought the game, we got what we deserved out of that. I felt our energy was low, I felt our decision making was poor, I felt our belief in the game was poor, and I felt our aggression was non-existent today, which is not a lot at times this season I can label that at the players. But we have to be honest with it, and we have to realise it's not good enough. The performance as a team, the performance as a group, including all of myself and all the staff, it's not befitting of Raith Rovers. That's not what we do, and it's not what we expect, and I certainly didn't expect to see that this afternoon.
Are you able to put your finger on what that's about? Do you need time to reflect, analysis, and what's the kind of sense in the dressing room? Because I know the standards that these guys rightly hold themselves by.
Yeah, you have to assess it, David, because if you don't, the rot will continue. If you want to hide under the blanket and not face up to the issues in the game, and be that as a player or staff, then you're not going to progress in any way. Your first thought is, we've got a couple of boys that haven't played much football, maybe they weren't quite up to speed. Then you look at the training, then you look at players you're missing. But the bottom line is you've got 11 players on the park against 11 players, and you have to go and match up. You have to show some physicality. The least the supporters expect is a bit of physicality in the game, a little bit of hurt. I didn't see that today from the players. Again, very unlike them, and not many times this season we've said that. And our quality wasn't there today. We took too many touches. We didn't match runners from midfield. We know Partick are very, very good at that, and they deservedly won the game.
In terms of our pre-match prep for our own role as commentating the game, I was looking at consistency of selection that Partick Thistle have had in this brilliant run that they're on themselves. That's certainly not a luxury that you've had, probably across your whole time at Raith Rovers, but particularly looking across the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's difficult. We've just had to chop and change so much. If we look at poor Sam Santon today, we've played him in 3 positions because we don't have players available in those positions at the moment, and that's it's nobody's fault. It's just the way it is. We lost a couple of players this week with injury, which we struggled without today, I felt. And when we ask the same players to keep going to the well every week, it will run dry. Today it was dry, so we have to recover them, recuperate them over the next few days and get them ready for Ibrox. Can
you tell us a wee bit about Isman, our skipper, Scott?
Yeah, unfortunately Scott went over his ankle on Tuesday. Innocuous, nobody near him. Lost his footing or caught his studs in the grass, one of the two. The positive news is we thought it was going to be really bad, probably 50-50 for next week, which we only found out this morning, which is a huge boost for us all, boost for Scott because we missed him today. Isma the same, 50-50 next week, tweaked his groin yesterday in training. Again, nobody near him, so we lose 2 players this week, 2 influential players with no tackles.
Tell us about the goals that we lost today. I know that you're kind of forensic in your detailing as a centre half yourself. You'll cast a particular eye in that. What was your view of the goals we lost?
First one effectively comes from our throwing. We don't do anything with it. We lose the ball. They got the part, put a really good ball in the build up to the goal. I didn't think we got out to the ball on the far side. The first one quick enough. We looked slow. Again, it goes back to the energy and tempo. Second goal, we've let the player cut inside. We say to our fullbacks every single week, do not let the players cut inside, they will cause you problems. Tiffany's a good player. Lovely pass after that and good goal from Partick's point of view. Third goal is 2 players and we didn't tackle, and we said at half time, is somebody going to put a tackle in? You have to be ruthless, you have to have the mentality of taking charge, responsibility and leadership. We didn't have it today, so we address that and we look at that and we look at the big picture and we look at today's picture. Today's sore and it hurts us, but we have to look at the 1 defeat in 15 games now, but it doesn't make today any easier for us.
The timing of the goals we lose either side of half time makes it a kind of mountain to climb, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's probably an area of the game I've not been happy with for a while. Our second half starts, yes, we've come back in games lately, but our actual play in the second half has not been brilliant. It's been okay. We lose goals, and again it's all if buts and maybes at the moment, but if you hang in games long enough then you'll get opportunities like we did with Sam's good shot and good save, then we miss a penalty kick, and I think if we'd come out here 3-2 we'd been absolutely kicking ourselves with our 80-minute performance, but it shows you that if you just be tight at the back, make good decisions, then you have an opportunity.
We always respect your honesty and the time that you give us, Ian, so we'll let you get back to the team and continue your kind of reflections on today's game, and we'll catch up with you midweek.
Thank you.